I can't preach like this. I need fire. I need fire. I can't stay married like this. I need some fire. I need fire, fire. Is there anybody in the room who needs the fire of God tonight? Oh, come on, it's time to worship tonight. Somebody just say, I need fire, 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 fire. I need fire in my mind. I need it in my will. I need it in my behavior. Somebody ask for fire. Come on, I need you to lift up your voices tonight. Fire. I the consuming fire. No other can stand in your place. The creator of the universe, you are jealous for me. The righteous God, you won't have anything before thee. Yeah, yeah. Our God, the consuming fire. No other can stand in your place. The creator of the universe, you are jealous for me, yes. The righteous God, you won't have anything before thee. I love this part. It says, so let our lives show the mercies of God and how he came to save us all. We surrender, we stand in awe.
Grace is a place of love, hope, and healing. We are a real people with a real praise. Broken, hurt, lost, or in bondage, sick or in despair. Come to the place where you can be free, healed and found. Greater grace, greater grace, greater grace. And we are great.
Your man, Pastor Mac. I'm just here bringing you greetings from the Greater Grace Church, where the Bishop James E. Jones Jr. is the founder and senior pastor. This morning, family, we thank God it's Friday. We made it to another Friday, and that is a blessing because a lot of us didn't make it. With that being said, this morning, family, I want to talk to you about something that seems a little dismal, but as you listen, you're going to get, hopefully you'll get something out of it. And that's simply live before you die. Family, we have to start living. And I know a lot of times you might hear me say this, or those who have tuned in be like, Pastor, I heard you kind of touch on this before. Why are you touching on it again? Because in the last 2 weeks, family, it's been so much death. It's been so much death. And I just want to tell everybody, before we go to our final resting place, let's enjoy life. I know a lot of us been through. This new year might have been a little hard going into the New Year's, losing someone or lost someone, or just new problems coming about, just taking care of family, myself, helping my father take care of my elderly mother that's suffering from dementia, things like that. I know that's heavy on you, but you have to take time out and live your life. You got to live your life. I don't want any of you, listen to me, and let me be clear, any of you to go to your final resting place unhappy and unfulfilled. Unhappy and unfulfilled. And like I said before, getting up every day, going to work, paying bills, cooking dinner, stuff to that nature, it's just surviving. It's not living. Living is when you're sitting down and you're planning your next trip. Living to me is going out and say, listen, I know that I need to put this $50 aside for this, but this weekend, I want that pair of shoes. I want that haircut. I want to get my nails done. That's living, doing something for you. Self-care. Self-care, because let me be totally honest and totally transparent. Not until I started loving me, started taking care of me, that I really know what living was. Because as a man, I just took on a persona of taking care of my family. You work. As a man, you don't complain. You don't cry about your problems, this, that, and the third. And it was building something within me. And then to be totally honest, when I look back on it and I look about how the stress of the military or stress of things that I bottled up, that stress was a derivative of me having cancer. I really do believe that, because it was tearing down my immune system, which was not helping me fight off the bad stuff that was going on inside of me. I don't want that for you. Live before you die, whatever that means for you. I have friends that's going back to college. I have friends that start new jobs. I have friends that's just doing something totally out of their run, becoming entrepreneurs, starting their own business. Get out of your bubble and try something new. Try something new, something that only you and God probably will understand. Well, people going to say this, or people might feel this way. And it's crazy because people will feel a certain way when you start doing for yourself, because when you start doing for yourself, you'll find yourself moving away from different, organizations. You'll find yourself moving away from certain friends. And that's all right. That's all right. Because you have to take a little for yourself. You have to take some time for yourself. And why am I so adamant about this? Because like I said, family, in the last 2 weeks, and I know people die every day. I know this. But it's been in my background. It's been in my backyard. It's been in my wheelhouse. However you want to put it. It's been there. It's like, it's not just sickness. It's not the virus. It's not the cancer. It's not just old people, heart attacks. What people are just dying. Just dying. And you may, that sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, but that is our reality. That is our reality. People are going to their final resting place, it seems like, in the dozens. And for even some of the older statesmen, I know, people that I know personally, didn't fulfill what they wanted to fulfill in their lifetime because they was busy being, fathers, mothers, spending all the time trying to work, spending time trying to do this, trying to do that, but they never took time for themselves. Take time for yourself. Take time for yourself. I'm saying it over and over again so somebody can finally get it. Live before you die. We're all going to go back from which we came. We can't avoid that. But what we do between the dash is what's important. Because we never know. God gives us no expiration date. And if I had to argue that fact, why he don't give us an expiration date, I would explain it like this. He want us to be authentic. And what I mean by that is he wants us to live the best life that we can live during the time that we are given. If we had an expiration date, most of us would live how we wanted to live up until that 2 or 3 weeks out, and then we'll try to get it right. He don't want, that's fake. That's fake. So don't take time now to be like, well, I have time. We don't have time. Family, if you look around and see what's going on in our society, you have to know, unless you just want to tune everything out, that he is coming back. He's showing us signs. He's showing us signs. People are going and taking trips to the moon. I heard something crazy the other day. They sent a group of people to clean up space. Huh? You hear these people, these stars and Miss Americas and stuff like that taking their lives. Young folks taking their life. And the craziest thing to me, when you approach somebody, they were like, well, Pastor, we just keeping it real. But sometimes keeping it real, we can carry it so far that we keeping it real stupid. I just got to give it to you like I know it. When you tell me that you won't go and get help, because getting help, and what I mean by help, professional help, going to a therapist and talking about your issues, you won't do that because it will seem as if you are the problem. What kind of logic is that, family? What kind of logic is that? You won't go get help, but your comments will sit down. You say, I'm suffering from depression. I'm suffering from this. And my words to you is to go get somebody that does this every day. Somebody that went to school for this. You need to go see them and be like, nah, I don't want to do that though, because, it might make me seem weak. What kind of logic is this? And now that logic is passing down to our children. When I go into schools, I see kids now, they say they're suffering from headaches and I'm so tired. I see kids that don't even want to come out their house and play because they see mama or daddy not going outside because mama and daddy are depressed. And all they have enough energy for is to get themselves up and to carry themselves to work. Be different. That way we can show our children something different. And we'll break that generational curse. Let them know that it's all right to speak on if they don't feel a certain way. That's why we don't know what our children are going through, because they don't feel comfortable in talking to us because they see us hiding and keeping stuff bottled in. Good God from Zion. I'm trying to help somebody here. You got to live before you die. You have to. Life is precious. Life is, and we only get, I'm going to break it down to you. And I don't want to take too much of your time. But I'm going to leave you with this to think about. I have had, in my 49 years on earth, and I had 2 houses, one built from the ground up. I have multiple cars. God has blessed me with large sums in my bank account. I have blown money and got it right back. I have sold houses and get one right back. But God only gave us, check this out, catch this in the spirit, one life. One life. Out of all the things he has given me or you in multiples, he only gave us one life. Why do you think that is? One life. I want you to let that marinate. He only get all the stuff. Shoes, clothes, this, that, the third, material things. He gave us in multitudes. But he only gave us one life. We set alarms on cars. We set our alarm when we leave the house. We protect that. We cherish that. But we can get all them things we can get one more of. But why don't we have that same concern and put that same value on life? You're only going to get one, family. Pastor, it's been hard for me, I know. Pastor, I'm struggling right now, I know. And for all those who are going through at this moment, I'm only going to tell you what helped me. You got to cry out and say, God, this is bigger than me. I tried it my way and it's not working. I need you to handle this. I'm going to let go at this moment and let you handle it because I know that you can handle it much better than I can. Family, remember, God loves you, and so do I. Have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy your weekend on purpose, and be blessed.
You've been tuning in to Greater Grace Daily Programming. The church is located at 3709 Elliott Avenue, Portsmouth, Virginia. Join us for worship on Sundays at 10 a.m. and for Bible study Tuesdays at 7 p.m.
You can follow us on social media on Facebook and Instagram at 757 No Place Like Grace, and on YouTube by searching Greater Grace Portsmouth. To sow into this ministry, you can give via PayPal, paypal.me/Greater Grace, or you can give through Givelify by searching Greater Grace, Portsmouth, Virginia. We also have Cashapp, $GGCWFA 2009. And if you prefer mail, you can send all gifts and blessings to P.O. Box 13514, Chesapeake, Virginia 23325.
For more programming like this, join us Mondays via our conference call line at 7 a.m. for Motivational Monday, Refuge Night with renewed worship at 7 p.m. on Wednesdays, and Fire on Friday with Pastor Matt, Fridays at 9 a.m.
Thank you for listening. Our Bishop, Bishop James E. Jones Jr., and leading Lady Lisa are grateful for your continued faithfulness. Remember, there's no place quite like Grace because of the people in Grace. And together, we are Grace Strong.